Hey, publisher journey video of the day. How you doing? Today I worked on another book, rinse and repeat. Another book, rinse and repeat. And yeah, I'm in the process of. Yesterday I published a book, How Expert Guide to Financial Freedom, and after that, I'm working on behind the scenes, publishing a new book, How Expert Guide to Education Behind the Scenes. I still need to get the cover done, but after that, I already have another book in mind. And I guess for those of you independent publishers who have done a lot of books, I guess this is my thinking now. When we first get started, your first book is going to be your worst book, right? So, when I first got started, they were really short books. Almost embarrassed to say, but that's how you get started in the beginning, 5,000 words. Very short. And they would sell in the beginning. But now, I've been publishing since 2000. I think my KDP account starts from 2010 or 11 or whatnot. I got to go check again. It's been a long time, 10 plus years. And when I first I published over 500 books, titles, 400 plus nonfiction and 100 plus fiction, short stories though. But in different formats, ebook, paperback, hardback. So if you count all of them independently, there'll be over 1,000 titles and whatnot. But, today, what topic do I want to go into? And I had a thought in mind. I was like, you know what? I want to do books that are good topics. I got started with them, but when I got started, the books were short. They were 5,000 words. They weren't super long. They weren't the best quality as possible. So, to do justice, I would say, I want to make sure my books on those topics are of good quality. I have some great topics, all topics from A to Z, from my publishing brand, How Expert. But some of these books, when I first got started, I admit, they weren't the best. That's part of the process, right? So what I feel now is that I want to do better. So, for example, there's a book I did about stand-up comedy back in the days. It was one of my first few books. One of my first books. Not the very first, but it might be my first book, actually. Stand-up comedy, how to be a stand-up comedy, or how to do stand-up comedy. And it's a good topic, but looking back, I could do way better now. I started with 5,000 word books, then I increased to 10,000 words, then I increased to 20,000 words, then I increased to 25,000 words, then I set a standard for 30,000 words, and then now with AI, I'm doing about 50,000 words plus, 60,000 words plus. My latest book, How Expert Guide to Education, is about 85,000 words. So I want to do a book on stand-up comedy, which was only 5,000 words back in the days. But now the next book I want to do about the same topic, I want to make it the best quality book as possible. Starting with the title, the subtitle, table of contents, the book description, and the actual content. So it might come out to around 60,000 words or whatnot. We will see. So this is me preaching to myself. I want to cover all topics from A to Z. I have a different approach to building my publishing business than most people. Most people pick one niche, like health, and go deep into it. And you know what? That's awesome. I'm not saying my way is the only way, because there's different ways to the mountaintop, right? And I've seen other people in this industry, who do it that way, and financially they're extremely successful. They do a better job than me, and I got to give respect to that, and I do respect that. And so, but for me, it's not just about business alone. Sure, I'm not going to say, business is not important. It's absolutely important. Making money is absolutely important. But for me, my brand, the way I started it, is all topics A to Z. I want to cover all bases. So that's my passion as an independent publisher behind the scenes. I love the freedom and the ability to publish all topics. If I find a unique topic in a conversation with someone, or I'm watching TV, or I'm research on the internet or whatever, I could publish that topic, okay? And I love that. That's fulfilling. You know, and Tony Robbins says success without fulfillment is failure. So for me, I love the ability and the freedom and the independence to be able to publish all topics, okay, as a nonfiction independent publisher. It may not be the most financially, it may not be helpful financially. Maybe I might make way more money focusing on one niche and going deep. Probably. And I could build a list and, you know, just rinse and repeat and just dominate that niche. But this is the way I've built my publishing business, and I'm cool with that. And I'm going to go with that. And I'm going to stick to my business plan, because you know what? And you got to have your own blue ocean. You got to stay in your own lane. You got to be you all the way. You know, you can't be a copycat of other people per se. So right now, anyhow, back to my point. So that's why right now I'm in the middle of publishing all topics from A to Z, all the core categories like health, wealth, relationships, etc., right? But on top of that, my idea was, you know what? I want to do books that I did in the past, for topics I did in the past that could have been done way better. You know? So I'm going to go back to all the topics I did in the past that I could, you know, they may not be 5-star books right now, but I want to create 5-star books for those topics, because people who read those books may be like, you know what, these books are not that good. But I want to do justice for the people who got my books in the past. If you bought a book about stand-up comedy in the past and you didn't like it, guess what? I'm about to publish a solid 5-star quality book for the long run that you're going to love. If you bought any books back in the days, my publishing brand, How Expert, that you didn't like, please understand, that was 10 plus years ago when I was getting started as an independent publisher. Now, all my books that start with How Expert Guide to, those are the quality books. They have 20,000 words and beyond. And now with AI, I'm making it even better. 50,000 plus words. Okay? Solid, comprehensive, organized, grammatically correct. And it covers all aspects of each topic. So please give How Expert, my publishing brand, another chance if you didn't enjoy it. And understand, those are my books that I published in the beginning. And that's for everyone, for authors and publishers, when your first books are your worst books. So please give another chance to my publishing brand. And if you didn't like any other books, what I'm doing is, any books that got 1-star reviews, I want to do another book on it. A better book this time. A separate book and a better book. That's what I want to do. Because people gave me a chance with the books I started with. Give me a second chance, one more chance. And I want to do a much better job. I'm telling you. So, I want to have, I don't know exact word, redemption for those past books. And please understand, those are my first books when I was first getting started 10 plus years ago. So now I want to do a better job. I'm a better publisher. I have the AI now. I know how to get the best possible. I know how to create books in terms of nonfiction books from start to finish with the best content, organized, structured, step by step, sequenced, starting from the table of contents to the content. Okay? Just check out my new books, latest by AI. I'm telling you, these are much better than the past books. So that's what I want to do. And that's how I'm going to work on my publishing brand, one book at a time. Maybe my books in the past, some people got it and they didn't like it. I understand. But the new books, I know you're going to like it. And any books that I did in the past that got 1-star quality or whatnot, I want to do it again. And I'm going to do it with AI. I'm going to do it better. Okay? So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do right now. On top of the core categories, I want to go into topics that I did in the past that didn't get the best reviews. And, you know, some people say just go for the books that sell the best. I'll do that too. I will do that too. But I want to fix, you know, the topics that I did in the past that weren't that good. And on top of that, I want to do bestsellers. Books that sell well, I want to do another book on that as well. On top of that. So, and on top of that, all core categories A to Z. And on top of that, unique niche topics. I have so many books I want to publish. If I could, I would publish 3 books a day. That's the limit that Amazon allows. authors and publishers to do. So I'm open to doing that, actually. But at the same time, I want to live life, and work is not everything. I love what I do, but I don't want to overdo it, and I'll get burnt out. But again, to all the readers who got my books in the past, the books that say 101 at the end, they're the ones that I got started in the past. The books that say How Expert Guide 2 and a title, those are the newer books. Those are better books. There's books that says 101 that are still good though. Just take a look at the page numbers. If you're going to get my books, just take a look at the page numbers for the books. If it's 100 plus pages or shorter, you don't have to get it. I'm going to do another solid book on those topics. Okay. If it's books titled How Expert Guide to books, those are 30,000 word books. 150 pages plus and whatnot. And now with AI, I'm doing even 50,000, 60,000 word books. Very thorough and long. I figure if I'm going to do another book or a book on a topic now, might as well make it long. Because I know down the line in the future, it's going to get more competitive. People are not going to like 30,000 word books anymore. They're going to want something that's more, rich in terms of the content. So that's why I'm doing with AI. There's a method. Some people do AI to try to do high content, and they only come up with like 20,000 words. I found a method that I can go up to 60,000 words, and now some books are 85,000 words. So that's 300, 400 page books. Audiobooks are going to cost more, but the price of the audiobooks is going to be higher as well. So now I'm going to do longer books. All topics A to Z. Stay tuned, okay? Thanks for watching. Click the link below the video. Check out my resources like my publishing brand, How Expert, and all my resources about publishing, okay? And services. Thank you. Talk soon. Take care. And most importantly, take action. See you.